Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. One person is dead after a fatal crash in Wabasha County yesterday. According to the Sheriff's Department, an off-road vehicle and a truck collided on County Road 67 around 6:45 in the evening. The 24-year-old driver of the off-road vehicle died at the scene. The crash is still under investigation. A heads up for your morning commute. West Salem is closing City Loop Drive for reconstruction starting tomorrow. It will be closed until approximately Monday, July 7th. In the meantime, drivers can use a detour route along nearby county highways, and you will still be able to access the Quick Trip through the East Jefferson Street entrance. A notice from La Crosse's water utility. Tonight, it will start its annual water system flushing program. The flushing happens between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. They're beginning with the area from 7th and King Street north to the La Crosse River Marsh and east to the Bluffs. During the flushing process, brief hydrant and crew noise, street flooding, and flashing vehicle safety lights can be expected. Flushing the water mains can also cause decreases in pressure and short-term discoloration in the water. If you do experience discolored water, run a cold tap in a basement faucet or bathtub for a few minutes until the water clears. West Salem's yearly celebration of all things dairy has come to an end. It was the last day for June Dairy Days, and one of the main events today, the car show. More than 260 classic cars were entered, and people could vote for their favorite. The show's organizer says it's a great chance to connect with other classic car lovers.
Meeting the people that come down, and a lot of these cars are works of art, and I just get a kick out of seeing them.
This was the 55th annual June Dairy Days. The festival honors Wisconsin's dairy farmers and celebrates the state's dairy industry. The Goose Island Grind paddle races splashed through the Mississippi today at Goose Island Park. Nearly 50 paddlers of all skill levels raced in kayaks, canoes, and stand-up paddle boards over a 7.5-mile course. There were races in both the morning and the afternoon.
I just think that it's nice to bring such a wide group of paddlers together because it's not a specific style of race. Really, anybody who is interested in paddling on any level can show up and have fun.
Paddle Dynamics, Coulee Region Ecoscapes, and the Outdoor Recreation Alliance all contributed to making the event possible. And yesterday, Viroqua celebrated local businesses with its 5th annual Beer Walk. Attendees visited the 19 participating businesses in Viroqua's downtown. At each stop, they could sample a different Wisconsin beer. Viroqua's Chamber of Commerce hosted the Beer Walk. The organization's executive director says it was an opportunity for people to see what Viroqua has to offer.
It is an opportunity for many of our community members, family and friends to come out and experience each other in the community and get into our member businesses in the Viroqua Chamber.
A fun twist at this year's event, in honor of the 5-year anniversary, they added a theme. This year's theme was Blast from the Past, and participants dressed as their favorite decade. Well, and we've had some beautiful summer-like days here this weekend, and Nicole, it sounds like we could potentially see a warm-up on the way.
Oh yeah, we have a big warm-up on the way, especially as we go into tomorrow. We could see our first widespread day in the 90s across the area, likely looking to shape up to be the warmest day that we've had so far, but after that, we cool off pretty quickly, already back to near normal by Tuesday. Tonight, we're staying fairly mild, still looking at a good amount of haze up in the air above us. Although it's saying it's sunny, you can see not a lot of blue out there with those skies. Sitting at a comfortable temperature though in the upper 70s across the area with some light winds. Could get a little bit more breezy tomorrow and possibly seeing some more of that smoke reach the surface as we go into tomorrow afternoon. If we take a little bit better of a look at all that smoke on our visible satellite, you can really see it on a broader view going into, again, mostly the upper Midwest, seeing it sweep down, just getting into Missouri now, and then mostly overhead the upper Midwestern states. We are seeing an end in sight to the haze, though. It could start to move out as we go later into the week, but again, still seeing a good chance for some surface smoke reaching as we get into tomorrow afternoon. And another big story tonight, could possibly see some northern lights looking like they're peaking sometime between 1 and 4, but another thing to keep in mind, because there is some haze out there, it could make it maybe a little bit more difficult to see them. Definitely going to want to look on the horizon and use a camera, but a chance to see them, always fun when that happens nonetheless.
For sure. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get just clear enough skies to see them
I love
tonight.
seeing those pictures.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Nicole. Pushback continues from some Republicans who are opposed to President Trump's budget bill. They say the costs in the bill outweigh recent cuts and will add too much to the deficit. CBS News' Christian Benavides has more.
Republican Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky is among those legislators not backing down from concerns about President Trump's budget bill. On Sunday, Paul said he's one of several Republican senators against the way the bill is currently written, arguing it adds too much to the deficit.
If I vote for the $5 trillion debt, who's left in Washington that cares about the debt? We will have lost. But the GOP will own the debt once they vote for this.
Trump has been adamant the bill, which he's named Big and Beautiful, should move forward quickly. Over the weekend, the president wrote on social media that if Senator Paul votes against the bill, the people of Kentucky will never forgive him.
Look, I want to vote for it. I'm for the tax cuts. I voted for the tax cuts before. I want the tax cuts to be permanent. But at the same time, I don't want to raise the debt ceiling $5 trillion. So I've told him if you take the debt ceiling off the bill, in all likelihood, I can vote for what the agreement is on the rest of the bill.
Paul was also critical of Trump's tariffs, which he called a tax on his constituents. Over the weekend, the administration also continued to defend its recent decision to stop recommending COVID vaccines to healthy pregnant women and children.
That panel has been a kangaroo court where they just rubber stamp every single vaccine put in front of them.
A number of medical organizations, including the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, have expressed concern over the administration's changing guidelines, noting the dangers COVID poses to pregnant women. The FDA commissioner said on Face the Nation it's best for patients to consult with their doctors over COVID vaccines going forward. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
The British government is vowing to protect British steel after President Trump announced he will double tariffs on steel imports to 50%. The higher tariff rate will go into effect on Wednesday. A spokesperson for the British government told CNN they are engaging with the U.S. about the implications of Trump's announcement. The European Union has also said it's prepared to impose countermeasures in response to President Trump's announcement. PBS sued President Trump Friday over his executive order targeting the public broadcasting system. PBS alleges that the May 1st order violated the First Amendment of the Constitution and the Administrative Procedure Act. The network's radio and broadcasting counterpart, NPR, filed a similar First Amendment lawsuit earlier in the week. President Trump has repeatedly criticized public media for political bias, which PBS disputed in its lawsuit. Still to come, why some residents and lawmakers around the country are pushing for a ban on gas-powered leaf blowers when we come back.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Work local, build better, grow with us. Begin a career with LaCrosse's #1 home improvement contractor and receive the respect and rewards you deserve. Local, family-owned, veteran-owned, faith-based company since 1989. Excellent pay, $26 to $38 per hour based on skill and experience. Health and life insurance, 3 weeks PTO, 6 paid holidays, retirement, FSA. Full-time, year-round, no weekends, equal opportunity employer. Your craft deserves a career. Apply now.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Maxwell White Water Conditioning is the Cooley region's trusted leader in water conditioning. From hardness to chlorine to iron, we eliminate it all for cleaner and healthier water. When you need the best, call the experts. Call Maxwell White.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Officials held the opening ceremony for the first ever judicial elections in Mexico. Hundreds of judges, magistrates, and justices are on the ballot nationwide. Almost 900 federal positions will be in play during the election, including all 9 seats of the Supreme Court, as well as some 1,800 local positions in 19 states. The polls are closing at 7 p.m. Gas-powered leaf blowers have been around since the 1970s, but environmentally conscious lawmakers and some residents don't want them in their neighborhoods. They cite the noise, the health risks, and the pollution. Just last year, California passed a law banning the sale of gas-powered leaf blowers. And in Washington, D.C., people who use them face a $500 fine. Home Depot and Lowe's have reduced their inventory of the leaf blowers and are urging customers to try other options. Disney's latest live-action remake took on 2 major new movies this weekend. So what movies ended up topping the box office?
Australian horror yarn Bring Her Back debuted at number 5 this weekend on ticket sales of $7.1 million. Another horror story outpaced it as Final Destination Bloodlines landed in 4th place with $10.8 million.
I'm doing this for all of us, whatever it takes.
The weekend's other newcomer, Karate Kid Legends, bowed in 3rd with $21 million.
They're showing us their missiles, man!
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning held on to 2nd place with $27.3 million, bringing its 2-week domestic total to $122.6 million. Lilo and Stitch held on to number 1 this week. Disney's latest live-action spin on one of its animated catalog films added $63 million to its 2-week total, which now stands at $280.1 million. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Still to come, much of the Midwest under air quality alerts as smoke is being carried down from Canadian wildfires.
And along with that haze, we're seeing very warm, almost hot temperatures coming in to start the week off on Monday. I'll have all the details on just how warm we're expecting on getting coming up right after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Make your summer unforgettable with Menards. Visit Menards Garden Center for everything you need to get your garden growing. Shop our selection of flowers, live plants, seeds, and everything you need to get your garden growing strong. Stop in today and bring home the savings to create the landscaping of your dreams. Check out these fresh deals happening now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Big things are happening in neighborhoods all over Wisconsin where an all-new scratch game from the Wisconsin Lottery is making a splash. It is absolutely amazing. It's $2,000 loaded, a brand new $20 scratch game. It's a number match game with over 1,900 top prizes of $2,000 and over $7 million in total prizes. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy.
Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing on all 2025 Equinox models. Plus, get no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Hey, Nick. Want your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Well, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
You're watching News 8 Now. expect more.
In Canada, a ferocious start to wildfire season. Flames carried by strong winds are burning in 3 provinces: Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Roughly 175 fires this week have forced at least 17,000 people to evacuate. About 22 million Americans in Minnesota and right here in Wisconsin are under air quality alerts because of the hovering smoke from the Canadian fires. And there's a possibility we could see the Northern Lights tonight. The best odds to see them will be between midnight and 4 a.m., but they might be more difficult to see due to that smoke. Well, I know I'm for sure hoping to see some Northern Lights, but I'm not as excited about some of these hot temperatures that could be rolling through. So let's send it over to Nicole for a look at our forecast.
I know, I'm kind of in that same boat. The 90s, I feel like, is really starting to get into that area where you're either very excited to see that kind of heat finally getting into the area or are dreading it, and I'm definitely dreading it. So the good news for everybody is if you're looking forward to it, you do get a good first taste of it because we are in June now, so it's not unexpected to see these kind of temperatures. But if you're like me and not quite ready for that heat yet, it's just a very short taste of it, actually just a one-day taste, and then we get back to near normal temperatures for what looks to be a good chunk of our near future. So let's take a look at it. Starting with tonight's lows, fairly mild, although you can start to see that those temperatures beginning to creep up. Our low in La Crosse, 59, as well as Eau Claire as well. And then going into tomorrow, that's when we see that heat coming in. Our average highs sitting in the upper 70s, so we're definitely going to be around 15 degrees above average. And actually record highs, which was kind of surprising to me, are really sitting in the mid 90s at this point in the year. So we're actually not going to be that far off from the records, most likely not reaching any, but still putting it into perspective. 90 for your high in La Crosse, 89 in Eau Claire. Definitely a chance for most of us to get close to that 90-degree mark, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few of us stay in the upper 80s. Still very warm out there nonetheless. And then we're still dealing with that haze as well. Here's a look right now at where all that smoke is situated, and it's going to stick around for at least another day. As we head into tomorrow, this is our smoke aloft in the air above us. Still a high concentration of smoke sitting above the area for tomorrow morning. Starting to see that edge though behind it within reach. It's going to be slowly creeping on out, getting pushed out by a cold front passing through as we go into Monday night and Tuesday. Another thing to note though, while that will give us some hazier skies with the smoke aloft, we could see some surface smoke coming down in the afternoon tomorrow as well. Not really seeing it in the morning hours. In fact, very low concentrations of smoke at the surface tomorrow morning, but our winds shift to blow out of the south and it brings in just a quick small burst of surface smoke into the area, getting some more moderate amounts of that surface smoke. So especially if you're in one of those more sensitive groups, if you have any respiratory issues, maybe wanting to spend the afternoon inside or taking some extra breaks if you're feeling any of those symptoms coming on. As I mentioned, that cold front is going to be coming through Minnesota as we go into tomorrow afternoon and evening, and ahead of that, it's going to be some very warm and moist air that'll stick around as we go into tomorrow night, and you will really feel it for Tuesday's lows waking up in the morning. Really, most of us actually staying around 70 degrees for our low temperature, and it's going to be a little bit humid out there as well. As we go into our highs, not that much of a difference. In fact, maybe only seeing about a 5-degree difference between our lows and highs for Tuesday because we have some thunderstorm activity moving through, and of course that cold front moves through as well, bringing in some cooler air across the area. So highs for Tuesday, a big difference than where we're sitting for tomorrow, getting back into the 70s and some spots even staying in the upper 60s. So here's a look at those thunderstorms that could be popping up with that cold front. Really starting to see that activity mainly in Minnesota as we go into tomorrow evening, stretching into our area as we go into the overnight then for Monday night. And there's that cold front right there, again giving a good burst of moisture, so a little bit humid in the morning, but then that cold front passes through and brings some cooler, more mild air into the area. A little bit humid again, already at 77 possibly for the morning hours, but we dip down pretty quickly once that line passes through. The good news is with the timing of this, it looks like the best chance for any severe storms is really staying more into central and eastern Wisconsin, but we could still see the chance as we go into Tuesday afternoon to possibly get at least a few strong storms, with maybe the low chance of a severe storm within that line as well. But it's already out of the area by the evening hours, and it's looking like we'll stay mostly dry for the rest of the week after that, apart from maybe a couple pop-up showers. Those temperatures a lot more bearable than that 90 degrees, staying actually close to average almost every single day coming up going into next weekend. So it's looking pretty good.
Just have to get through that really warm day and that storms, and then yeah, the mid 70s. I'll take it. That's my favorite. Yeah.
good.
All right, sounds good, Nicole. Thank you. And coming up next in sports, the Brewers looking for their 7th straight win. Plus, flag football playoffs over in La Crescent. Kate is in next with sports.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five. Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Furnish your home with the Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection. Multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
For over 40 years, LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months plus 2,000 mega bonus cash on Bronco Badlands. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think?
Oh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
We are on to the playoffs for Minnesota girls flag football. The La Crescent Lancers hosting a couple of home games today. If they win their first one, then they'll play in the district championship game for a shot at the state tournament. Let's go there. The Lancers up against Apple Valley. La Crescent with a quick start on the goal line, and Eve Cody finds Brooklyn Mitchell in the end zone. It's 6-0 Lancers. Now Apple Valley would tie it up, but then it was all La Crescent. Cody hands it off to Isabel Perry. She takes it in for the score. Conversion good. It's 14-6. Later, Abby Ernster in at QB, dropping back and lets it fly right into the hands of Savannah Klinsky for the score. And Klinsky was just getting started. Next drive, Cody goes to Klinsky on the crossing route. It's another touchdown. Make it 28-6. Then with under 20 to go in the half, Ernster going deep down the field. And guess who? It's Klinsky, another touchdown as the Lancers take care of game one, 36-6. All right, to the MLB, the Brewers have been red hot, winning 6 in a row and even picked up their first Saturday win yesterday, where they put up 23 hits and 17 runs in a rout over the Phillies. They're slowly getting back into the division race, but another win today would certainly help the cause. Let's go to Citizens Bank Park. Brewers looking for a sweep, but a tough start in this one. Runners at the corners, and JT Romuto going to get a base knock into center field. That scores a run. Phillies up 1. Now 2-0 in the 5th, but here come the Brewers. Jackson Churia with the chopper to third. They get the out at second, but a run scores. Brewers within 1. Then in the 7th, William Contreras at the plate. A hard hit ball to short, and the defense can't make a play. Milwaukee ties the game at 2, and later in the inning, 2 outs, but Jake Bowers in a pinch hit, and Bowers delivers a line shot down the right field line. 1 run scores. Contreras rounds third. He scores from first. Milwaukee takes a 2-run lead. They would hold on for the win, 5-2, the final. So there we have it. It's another sweep for Milwaukee. 7 wins in a row to bring their overall record at 32-28 on the year. But there's still work to do as they still trail the Cubs by 5.5 games for the division lead. Next for the Brew Crew, a crucial division series in Cincinnati starting tomorrow evening. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express. Get 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Get this Aurora Queen or this Jewel Pillow Top Queen, your choice for just $8.99. The Memorial Day mattress sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about. With every sip, every bath, every day. And easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
We are hiring. Immediate openings, $26 to $38 per hour. You bring your skills, we supply the opportunities. Interior and exterior modeling, wages based on skills and experience. Benefits include health insurance, life insurance, 3 weeks PTO, 6 paid holidays, retirement, FSA, no weekends. The Board Store is a family-owned, veteran-owned, faith-based company serving the community for over 35 years with quality products, superior workmanship, and fair prices. Come and join our team.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem. Getting a new Jeep at Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Get employee pricing plus for a limited time only. Get your favorite Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Fiat, or Chrysler during the Employee Pricing Plus sales event. Employee pricing for all means anyone can get exclusive employee pricing on these new vehicles. This opportunity won't last long, so stop into Pischke Motors now. This offer ends June 2nd. Go to Pischke.com. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
Create a home that feels good and looks good with Drew and Jonathan Home, now at Home Furniture. Whether your style leans casual, refined, modern, or a little bit of everything, find quality pieces to bring your vision to life.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at all Home Furniture locations.
Well, we do have that chance to see some northern lights tonight. Usually need a K-index of around 7 to see it in our area, and it's looking to maybe max out near 8 sometime after 1 a.m. But again, having some hazy skies on the horizon, so possibly a little difficult to see, but I'm sure they could still poke out, especially if you have a good camera. Otherwise, warm as we go tomorrow, and then getting a little bit more comfortable for the rest of the week.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to be staying up to make sure we have our show at 10, so stay up with us at 10.
Just a few more hours.
And then,
and then
stay
see
up
the
for
Northern Lights. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tonight.